Hello everyone, TLSG here, back in with another daily Marvel Snap live stream. So today we have the new battle mode that is out, the friendly battle mode. And if I talk with a little bit of a lisp today, or I pronounce some words incorrectly, I just got back from the dentist, but I couldn't help but launch a live stream. I want to be able to face off against some of you guys and just enjoy this new update for a little while. And so thank you everybody that jumped in early. We have Havoc, we have Squid Jim, we have Dad, we have Benjamin Knight, we have Hunter, Peculiar, we have Debrum, Drake Main, Ryan God, Naveen, we have Ninlat, we have Harley Hawkins, we have Prenom, and we have a lot of people here early today. 2Place Name, Astros, Slade. Thank you guys for being here. Abruk, Taba, Edgar, Ferdinand, Charles, Candy, Max, Mark, Jeremiah. Anybody that I forgot, thank you guys for being here. Sup, dude? It's always laundry day. That's actually a blanket basket. There are blankets in there because my daughter likes to pull them out and like lay on them on the ground. Artemis Luck, thank you so much for the resub and joining us again as a channel member. King Dragon, it's going well. I hope it's going well for you. And so right now, I don't know how many people are going to be interested. So what I was thinking was that I could create a match, and anybody that was interested could try to match up against me. Update not out on iOS yet. Oh no, Tone Lock. I'm sorry. And yeah, they gave Leader the Nakia treatment. Leader is definitely much harder to use. It looks like my house, blankets everywhere. Yeah, we have blankets on the couches. We have blankets on in the basket. We have them everywhere. We have puppies as well, so a lot of times they like to lay on the blankets. And so,
hey, welcome. It took
Fire
you long
Whirl
enough.
727. It looks like you're the first up. And so I assume that whenever we match up against each other, you will whoever we're facing will pause the stream. Maroon, no update for you yet. So I think it's out on Steam and Android. I've heard that it's maybe not out on iOS just yet. You can't find a match like regular matchmaking, Tommy? Surely they'll pause the stream. I would assume so. I would assume good faith. And so we are going to try out the new Wolverine here. That was my goal, was to kind of test out. I don't know how we're going to use Leader yet. I haven't really wrapped my head around that one. But Wolverine, I think, could be good in Galactus, in Null, and in just general Death Wave decks as well. And so that's what we're going to be trying. We're gonna use Deathlock so we can start buffing up our Wolverine, bounce him around the board a little bit.
Enough said, bub.
It's out on iOS by the App Store. Oh, the one from the north. Do you just have to update it manually? I wouldn't really have that much faith in people. That's okay. If for whatever reason they don't, it's friendly mode. It's not that bad of a deal. Is Leader a dead card right now? It seems that way. I think it's going to be much more difficult to utilize, just because if they don't play in that lane, you don't get any value. You're just playing a 6-cost 7 power, which is pretty low for a last turn play. I don't think it's completely just unusable, but at the same time, I think it's very difficult to use. Much more difficult than just throwing it into a lane that gives you tempo, and then just knowing that you're going to get the win. Yeah, the Wolverine buff. If you haven't looked at the patch notes, I'm most excited about the Wolverine buff. The leader nerf is cool, but I'm excited that Wolverine at least seems usable. If you kill him twice, he's going to be he starts at a base power of 2, so he's going to be a 2/6, which is really good. And I think he can just slot into destruction decks really well. And yeah, I'll explain the battle mode here in just a second. We might lose this one, but we're gonna go ahead and throw Death to the left, Demon to the right. And so the battle mode, you're able to get a code that your friends can link in and use, and it goes off of a health system. And so everybody starts with, I think is it 9 health? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 health. And then they wanted to make sure that you could still utilize the snap feature in the friendly battles. And so for the battle mode, that's kind of like your health. Instead of snapping for cubes, you're snapping for additional health. And so if I retreat out of this one, it's a 1 health loss, and you don't gain back your health. So the first one to lose 10 health worth of games or cubes will be the one that loses that match. So it's a series of different games. And so if each one is being retreated at 1, then it's going to take a lot longer to finish that match. Retsudo, that was a very good game earlier. You were running Null, right? That Null absolutely destroyed me. Dad, you said, by the way, everyone, we can tell if you're watching the stream during battle, and I won't say hell. Yeah, the devs put in a feature where if you're watching the stream and you're playing the friendly battle at the same time, it flags. Sammy Samurai King, hey, how's it going? And then Callum, hey, from the UK, welcome. I'm so glad you were able to jump in and join us. Galactus doesn't care about Leader anymore either. Yeah, that's true. Are the pool updates live? Yep. As soon as you update the player, it is live. And so the downgrade, the pool degrade, dropping down in pools is active as soon as you upgrade the app. So then you're free to open up your caches. His Kia? So right now it's not. I think eventually, the Wolverine over in Space Throne is unfortunate. I think eventually, maybe, if we have too many people that are interested, we want to make sure that we get through. Oh, that Gambit onto Wolverine would have been beautiful. But right now, no, it's not. 2-place name. No, they don't have that. It'd be really cool if they had something in place, but I don't know how they would do it. So we can't play Giganto because Wolverine's not going to be able to get destroyed. I mean, we can just go with Wave, and then we can do maybe a Death and a Magneto. We can pull their Lockjaw out of the raft location. Yeah, Wolverine looks cool. He looks usable. Whereas before it was just a waste because you weren't really gaining anything from destroying him. Wave into Arrow Death? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Derek. So when are we going to start holding TLSG tournaments? I don't know. It'll be something that's really fun to organize. So if we pull over, we win the raft already. I think we're going to pull the Lockjaw over so that they can't, well, they would still get their rotation off, right? I think we're going to do it anyways. Because then we could still actually win the Space Throne. It's the numb mouth. The Space Throne. We could pull Swordmaster over. So I think we're pretty good here. Kappa Mikey, is the thing live now? It is. The thing is now live. And then Jeremiah. Yeah, they actually implemented cross-region. They confirmed that it was going to be in the update yesterday. So they thought they were going to release it where it was just regional, but you can match up against anybody. Oh, Taba, are people not going to snap just because they want to play more games? And Taba, I was thinking about that. I don't know if maybe we need to do just like one match. So like one game all the way through, and then I'll retreat. That way more people can get through. I think that might be more efficient.
Snap.
We'll snap off of it. What do you guys think? Do you think it would be better to just do one match? Not necessarily the battle mode feature of it, but just one matchup against whatever viewer gets to join in, and then we can kind of spread the wealth a little bit. Just do best of 3. That'd be hard to. That'd be a little bit harder to, I guess, track. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and retreat. We'll concede the battle to Fire World. Thank you so much for being the first match that we had. And so we'll create a new room and we'll rotate them like that. We'll do. I think we'll do one for now, especially on launch day. Maybe at Intrepid Monkey. Was that you? Very good game if so. I was debating on how we need to do the matches, whether it just be like a 1-round thing, so that the cube and the battle system won't necessarily matter for the viewer matches. But I think from a kind of a competitive or tournament standpoint, it's a really cool aspect that they added in. Negative win rate. Oh, I guess yeah. We'll go ahead and hide this since we're going to be retreating out of all of them. Ferdinand, you saved up 24 reserves. First box, the only X Series 4 card I did not have yet was Titania. So you got Titania out of it? Titania she's a tough one. She's a tough one to use. She can be really good, but she can also bite you back. You're getting sniping for real. Okay, we'll oh, what are we doing? This is the better play line. We're gonna destroy a few more of the cards. Our death will be cheaper, and then we'll sit in like that. Good leader replacement. My decks mostly have leader. Matt Q. That one's gonna be a pretty big question. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be the good replacement for it. And the downgrades, as soon as you update the game, Eric, the downgrades are live. But if you don't update, then they're not. So don't open your reserves or spend your caches until you update the game. Callum, collection level 2150, and I still don't have death. You'll get there. You'll get it eventually. Hopefully, the next card you pull is gonna be your death. Yeah, you can join. I'm gonna be, after one battle with each viewer, I'm gonna launch a new one, and so after that, you'll definitely be able to join. Does leader fit in Jane Jaw now? At 6'7", it's not terrible. You might not get any owner reveal value out of it. But you also might. So it might be decent. Is Bayoro back with Wolverine now? I don't know. That's what I was trying out. So taking out leader, adding in Wolverine. So what I took out for Wolverine was Squirrel Girl. So the high roll potential, because you can kill your Wolverine multiple times. But I don't know. I don't know if long term if it's gonna be great or not. If we ever draw death, it's free. Otherwise, we're gonna lose this one. Since Demon is free, we're gonna skip here. They do have Zabu. The Spider-Man comes in. We're not gonna be able to win left anymore. I do think we lose this one. Wallace, it's nice to see you again. I'm glad you were able to jump in and join us. And then Smith or Smithy, it's nice to have you back as well. I'm so glad that we were able to jump in and do another live stream. It's been quite a while since I've been able to do them consistently. So we have Arrow here, but we just don't have the oomph in any of the lanes to do anything with it. So we're gonna. I guess the cubes don't matter. So we'll see it out, but we're gonna lose. So Jim Johns, that is the first true loss from the battle mode. Very good matchup. The Subterranea just hurt us so much. JJ the Beast, I gotta go. I'll be back at 2:30. It's only 12 here, so I don't know if that's soon or not. Maybe 15 minutes. I'm guessing. Bill, hey, how's it going? Liren, so for the battle mode, for those that want to participate, and I know that a lot of people are going to be trying to join in, but whenever I hit create, it'll create a matchup. And actually, this is one of my favorite decks right now. It'll create a match. It'll create a code. You'll be able to plug that code in. And so I'm going to give everyone a decent chance to get over to that page. And then eventually maybe we have to limit it to like a queue system so that everyone can enter and then it kind of goes down the line. I don't know the best way to handle the logistics of it. And if there's always too many, maybe it's something that we end up going with like subscriber only type of battles. But for today, I wanted to try and get in as many matches with as many people as I possibly could. Yeah, people type too quick. And hopefully it's just kind of the start of the stream kind of hype, and that it'll maybe die down a little bit so that everyone can get a turn. Squid Gym, there's gonna be plenty. We're gonna play as many as we can. And then if you're trying for very long, I can always hide the code. I can always hide the code on screen and then do it a little bit later. It's cross-platform. So it's always been cross-platform, but not cross-region. So matchmaking is still regional from what I've heard, but the friendly battles, they were able to get cross-region matchmaking in. So I'm wondering if we do Sunspot, we skip, we do Shuri, then we do a She-Hulk and maybe a Red Skull on the last turn. Just let Sunspot continue to absorb some energy. And then you said you're in the UK. Can you still join? You absolutely can. So the way that it's gonna, the Green Goblin kind of hurts. So the way that it works, they implemented the cross region. So you just have to plug in the code. And right now I think we're probably gonna have a lot of people trying to plug in the code. But I will be kind of hanging out in.
Hey, welcome. It took you long
enough. And then
enough.
Phil, thank you so much for joining as a channel super supporter. So if you refresh, you'll get access to our growing or our current list of emojis. Eventually, hopefully, they'll grow. They have the Daredevil lock. I think we lose this one to the Daredevil play, because if they have a Hobgoblin, they're just going to cap us out, and then we're not going to be able to compete against them. Unfortunate location. That is 2 in a row that we've dropped. Two in a row that we've dropped against viewers. So you guys definitely have a chance. Oh, so they just, no way. They forced the intentional tie, right?
Tie.
Is it just friendlies for cross region? The cross region. So friendly battles is cross regional. The matchmaking I think is still not. Prenom, very good game. Or TJ Tommy. Lobo, very good game. The Sunspot is the only thing that saved us. The Green Goblin and Hobgoblin in that match was just unfortunate. Yeah, I think he did the gentlemanly tie, because he definitely should have been able to play more than 3 power. Oh, they said cross-region matchmaking was coming with battle mode? I know that cross-region in friendly battle is a thing. So the Spider, how goes battle mode? At work and haven't been able to do much except for spend the credits to unlock all the new Series 3 that you didn't have. So far it's pretty fun. Eli, very good game. I'm so glad we were able to match up against each other. But the Spider, so it works pretty well. I haven't noticed any kind of lags or glitches or any kind of downside to it. I was hoping that it wasn't something that was really kind of glitchy on release, and it doesn't seem like it is. And so next up we have SC21. And yeah, we can see a queue battle again. And so Jacob, what happens after you lose all your health? Typically,
hey, welcome. It took you long enough.
Then Benjamin Knight, thank you so much for joining us as a team member. The first commenter on the videos almost every night. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you as part of the team. So in the typical battle mode, it's going to be that you, instead of cubes, you're fighting for chunks of health. Once you lose all your health, whoever loses it first is the one that loses the game. Umais, I'm so sorry to hear about your cat. I know that's tough. I'm really close with my puppies, and so I can only imagine. So hopefully hopefully they went quickly, and hopefully they're in a better place. Q, hope you guys are having fun. I'm sadly stuck in a meeting. Q, I imagine that there's going to be plenty of time for us to match up against each other. I don't know if we want to go Sauron here, or if we want to go... We could almost do She-Hulk and another card. I think we are. We're gonna sacrifice our Sauron. That'll give us some extra energy. We can do the Red Skull. It'll duplicate in cloning vats. We can continue to play it. D'Angelo, leader change seems nice. It does. It definitely seems like they gave it the Nakia treatment, where it's just really difficult to use. Like, it's not completely broken, but it's just a lot of times there's better alternatives. Benjamin Knight, that's a huge compliment. I appreciate it. Lizard King, you said, hey TLSG, big fan. Question: do you think that running Sauron in a Suri nuke list is worth it? Because it runs stuff like Black Panther, Zola, Zabu. So I actually really like Sauron in this list, and so it's a Shuri ramp. But you're talking about with Black Panther and Wong?
Hey TLSG, big fan. Question: do you think that running Sauron in a Zuri nuke list is worth it? Because it runs stuff like Black Panther, Zola, Zabu.
So I think with a Black Panther, I think the issue I have with a Black Panther and Sauron is that you typically want to use enablers like Wong for Black Panther to really get that value. That it might not be as beneficial. Sauron may not be as beneficial in that list. Whereas you can do some really cool things like with Red Skull and Ebony Maw on the last turn to push some really, really big value. I'm not really sure what SC is running. They have the Cosmo, the Wave, the Sarah, so they're going to be able to play quite a few cards. We're not going to be able to push anything into the Altar of Death, so if they're able to, I think we just lose that matchup. But we're just going to push massive. We're just going to push all of our power onto the board. We have the Ebony Maw, the Lizard, the Red Skull. We can just push a lot. And if they don't have a counter to it, then we should be okay. Dark Burrow. I haven't seen Pilk yet. I saw him in the Discord earlier, but I haven't seen him in stream just yet. Lizard King, what about a replacement for She-Hulk for this list? Well, hopefully you pull She-Hulk soon. But She-Hulk gives you an alternative play path. So if you use Shuri on 4, skip on 5, you can do both She-Hulk and Taskmaster on 6 to get just some. You can make sure that you lose initiative. So it gives you kind of another element to avoid Shang-Chi plays. As far as a replacement for it goes, I think that one's tough. Ray, we're gonna create another one. Let's see if you can. Hopefully you can get into this one. And then Bap, do you play another game besides Snap? Not consistently. I used to play Legend of Runeterra. I used to play World of Warcraft for a while. The better part of my life was spent on RuneScape, which is now old school RuneScape. But as far as like card games, I've played a lot of Hearthstone. I played Legends of Runeterra. I played a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh, but not competitively. And then some solo games like Slay the Spire, Dark Souls 3. I've dabbled in a lot. I've always been a really big video game guy, and so I've dabbled in a lot of stuff. Dad, let's start a group Iron Man. So, Dad, it's a dangerous game. It's a very dangerous game for me because I could log in and be like, I'm just gonna play and do AFK stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm staying up all night, grinding. And then not sleeping, and then I start slacking on other things that I need to take care of. And so, yeah, old school RuneScape is definitely it's something I have to actively avoid now. When is the series drop? Astro. So it's already live. If you update the game, the series drop is already active. We both got kids, so being up all night is normal anyways. Yeah, but it got to the point where like I'd be falling asleep while grinding. So whenever they did whatever the mode is where it's like you rapidly gain XP. It's like a brand new server, you rapidly gain, and it's only active for a couple of days. I made myself miserable playing that. Nicholas, any player? Yeah, so I'm matching up against any player. We're gonna do, we're just doing one battle matches, and then we're retreating. So we're not using like the battle mode to its full extent. But yeah, anybody can join in. Is it not cross region though? I'm trying fast to type, but shows errors though. So it might be that someone else is connecting before you. If we're only playing one, then the snap's okay. Alec, who's running a leader deck post update? I haven't cracked that code. I need to wrap my head around that big change. And so Ray, give me a second. We'll try and get something set up. So unless we draw like a lizard here, oh yeah, we're actually in a tough spot. The early Shang-Chi hurt. So we can't do multiple cards. They got us. Yeah, there's no way that we can make it happen. We'll do the 8 cube loss before our retreat. Yeah, we could do arrow to the left, but well, I guess it could be big enough. You're right. We could still tie Central Park if we pull all their cards over. Nah, they played too many. We can't catch them all. Did you like the new Wolverine? I do. I don't know that I've put it into a deck where it's used in its best shell. But I do like the idea of the change. Something where it can continue to buff up. And then Ash Baby, that was a very, very good game. The early Shang-Chi play to make sure that it avoided any kind of like Taskmasters or arrows was really good, really preemptive. Very good match. Let's see. Ash Baby, that was a very good match. I thought maybe there was a shot if with the arrow, but your four cards were too much. I couldn't handle it. Let's do another one, and then Ray, we'll try and connect with you directly so that we can at least get a match in. Astro, so how does the battle mode work? So the battle mode works. We're not necessarily using it to the full extent, but the battle mode works where instead of cubes, you have this health bar. So every time you lose, so let's say we retreated on turn 1. Let's say we retreated on turn 1, we would lose 1 bar of health. And so if you snapped 2, 4, 8, and so it keeps the snapping, like raising the stakes element, while still making sure that you can be strategic, and it could end up being best of 10, best of 2, depending on how actively you're snapping, and so you can really use it strategically. Murdoff, congrats on top 10, by the way. Yeah, so we have the not a puny mortal. We have the title that we worked probably way too hard for. But thank you so much. It took too much time. I don't know that I would do another one that was that long, because it was like 6 to 10 hours a day for 17 days, something ridiculous. And then it came down to a 4-hour sprint after the last reset. So C Rojas, why can I not connect with you? Once the code has been used, once somebody gets it in, that code is no longer active. And so it's right now we have a lot of people that are trying to join, and so I think it'll take a couple of times. I think if we have too many people that are interested, we may eventually switch over to like a subscriber only, or maybe we do some kind of queue system. But I did want to just match up against as many people as we could possibly do today. I think Leader will be used by people trying to learn the new version. But once folks learn about how he works, yeah, I think it's really tough, because then you have to really, Wallace, you play the Marvel Snap game so much. I do. I play it probably too much. So if they have an arrow here, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to the Death Wave arrow play. Oh no! So the arrow, okay, the arrow actually works in our favor. It was a misdirected arrow play, but they did have it. They did have the potential to outplay us there, but they just, I guess they thought maybe a Taskmaster was coming,
Victory.
which is always what creates that kind of uncertainty with this deck, is that there are two different ways that you can go. You can either go with the Red Skull or the Taskmaster. So it is a tough. You have to make a read each time. And then Arthur, did the card drop? Did the card series drop happen? Yeah, if you update the game, then it is active. Well, yeah, that's true, Wodar. The less people that play him, the more surprise element he gets again, and so then you can kind of sneak him into certain decks. I think we'll see people try to use him, but I don't think he's going to be anywhere near as consistent as he was. Dad, if you use some of those snap powers on a group Iron Man account, we would be successful. We would. We'd be right along. We'd be right up there. Is Chibi Arrow worth it? It depends. How much do you use Arrow and how much do you like the variant? So for me, I've only bought a couple of variants. Most of mine has gone towards progressing. Most of my gold has gone towards progressing my account. But if it's a card that you really like, Kylo, are you kidding me? I was so fast. You got the next one, Kylo. Calcifer, welcome. I'm so glad you were able to jump in and join us. And Jeremiah, yeah, some people are really quick. Ray, if you're not able to match into us throughout the course of the stream, I will do some like off stream, just in off of our Discord. So I have a Discord channel. We have a really positive, great community. If you join the Discord, we have a battle chat channel where we'll be able to eventually do some matches. Oh my, I zeroed out my Sauron. Oh well, we're not gonna win this. We're not gonna win this one. Oh no. I bought Shuri variant because she's carried me to infinite. Yeah, Shuri is, I know Hawk is really big, really strong, but I think Shuri has the potential to just create some like kind of silly combos. Yes, Momo, Sauron. I zeroed Sauron. I was confused as to what happened for a second, but it wasn't great. We're gonna go for a Hail Mary. We don't have any great plays. We can't do our Ebony Maw. We could do our Lizard. We're gonna try for the arrow to the left and to the middle, and maybe we can sneak away a win. Probably not, but maybe. Smoke. So I had to go into the Play Store directly to pull the update up. So they use an arrow. They pull our. We unfortunately misplayed Sauron so very poorly there. So Kurisu, very good game. Once you jump back in, very good game. I didn't see what happened to Sauron in this game. I was distracted. I played Zero and then I followed it up with Sauron, so I zeroed out my own Sauron. We messed it up. We messed it up pretty bad. What's your Discord? So I have a chat bot that should go off periodically. Let me see if it's already gone off, and then I can. Actually, it should be in the video description. I can grab it for you real fast. And then next up we have Drew. So welcome, Drew. Shuri's Lab is really good for this style of deck, especially if we can get either Arnhem Zola or Taskmaster. We can do some really big plays. Oh, I forgot. There we go. It's not gonna be the right deck. I'm grabbing the Discord link. Since I don't know if the chat bot is still set up or is set up correctly. Okay. Don't leak. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I forgot that I had it on the browser screen. Oh, and we played Zero, and now we drew the Sauron. We should have just played it patiently. There's really no reason we should have played Zero knowing we had Sauron, but we did, unfortunately. I'm hungry. Just join the stream. How do we get to play against you? So right now we're just. Oh, I can't do Sauron. So right now I'm just doing like one game matches, and then I don't know if eventually we're gonna go with like a queue system to make sure that it's fair, or what the long term best strategy is gonna be. But right now it's just we're matching up, and then we're doing one match. Then I'm retreating, then I'm creating a new code, and so you just plug in the code. Is it possible to have a community code? Can two people both join instead of someone create? So it switches, I don't know, Toby. Maybe eventually. I think that'd be cool, but I don't think they have that in place right now. Does anyone know when it'll update on Android? I actually, Matthew, I was able to update it on my phone. I play on Android. I had to go into the App Store. I had to search for the game search for the game itself, and just click on update. It wasn't queued as an update. I had to manually go in and try to re-download the app. They could have Hella. So if they have Hella, I think we're gonna go with a Taskmaster instead. Try to outpower them in left and right. So if you updated already, or it says it already updated and it's not showing, have you tried completely closing out of the app and then restarting it? That might be... Why'd we play it in mid? Very good game, Drew. Very good game. Andrew, very good game. I wasn't expecting the Infinite. I was expecting a Hella. And so we'll create another one. Everyone can try to plug it in. People have been really, really fast at being able to plug these in. So we have Jib next up. TMS, yeah, Leader is now a 6/7, but look at his ability. His ability is no longer copy all the cards; it copies all the cards to the left. And so I think he could be decent, but I think we're gonna have to look at him in a completely different like mind frame, because I don't think he's anywhere near as good as he was. I think you have to really strategically use him. I don't think you can just throw him onto the board and just expect to win anymore. 5 seconds is not quick enough. Well, the opponent just added 40 power to the board with Shuri, She-Hulk, Taskmaster. Yeah, Wodart, the Shuri, especially with Shuri coming down to Series 4, I think we're going to see that a lot more. And it's a tough one to match up against. So unfortunately, our Shuri got hit with the last location with the ice box. We're not going to be able to double down on our Red Skull. So I think we just naturally play Red Skull instead. Arthur, did the card pool drop yet? Yep, they did. So the card pool drop as soon as you update. It's active. Letron, do a queue system and have your opponent invite, so nobody takes the invite. Let me here. I can go up to I think it's my Nightbot that I'm able to use for kind of like you use for the giveaway. So there will be a code for everybody that's interested in matching up, and then we can just do a random pick. Shuri will replace Leader. Potentially. It will potentially replace it. The giveaways. Okay, so after this one, we'll do a keyword type of giveaway, or a keyword type entry to create a queue. Actually, I guess we can do it now. The keyword, if you type in chat fight, that will queue you up as eligible, and then I'll go down the list of users that use that. I just don't know how we're gonna get. I just don't know how we're gonna get. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm on the wrong. Oh, hold on. So it's not coming through. It's connected to my Twitch. I'm so sorry. I have to log in. I have to log in with my YouTube real fast. Imagine having this many people want to fight you. Yeah, we have some people wanting to fight. Okay, so now we are okay. I apologize, guys. We're gonna have to do we're gonna have to do the word again. It is now active, and so now we can do the keyword. I've got it switched over. We have so the keyword is gonna be fight. TLSG, I can do this all day. We do have a lot of people that are wanting to fight. Oh man. So my my next I guess the queue system is a good idea. My next question is, how are we going to get the code to each other? Guys, can't we just get along? The crown is heavy, is it not? It is. It is. Someone just asked, has the pull 4 and 5 cards been lowered? Yeah, as long as you update, the cards have been lowered. So the winner makes the match. Yeah, but then how do you get the code to me? So yeah, you can send me a message in Discord. We're gonna get a lot of messages here. So, oh, this gets messy real fast. But, yeah, yeah. So we'll do the winner. Everyone, this is gonna be the honor system, right? So the winner is gonna create the code. I'm gonna join the code. They're just gonna post it in chat. If this gets too sloppy, we'll just go random. So we're gonna roll the first winner. We have I'm hungry 247. So I'm hungry 247. If you will create the code, I will join it. I'll type it in and join it. We'll try this for a couple of times. If not, yeah. So marvelous. So that you don't have to have Discord, we're just gonna do the honor system. We'll type it into chat, and then we'll do it that way. I think that will give it's a little bit more fair chance. It's not fast as fingers, but if this takes too long, then we might just go back to the random. We'll see if someone snipes it. Okay, there we go. There we go. We have the I'm hungry. We made it. We made it, guys. And so I'll keep the keyword the same. I'm not going to reset the list, so you don't have to say fight every time. But the keyword, if you haven't entered, the keyword is going to consistently be fight in all caps. And so each time we'll roll a winner, and then you'll just create a match, and I'll join it. Yeah, Ryan God. I think our community is very, very trustworthy. So I don't think we're gonna have an issue with too many people trying to snipe. So I think it should be all okay. Actually, I don't know if caps. Honestly, I don't know if caps matters. But I think this will be a cool way. That way, it's fair for everybody. Toby, can you put up a cube loss gain tracker for the day? I thought about it. And actually, we can do the matches and just do. What I was gonna do was just wins and losses. And right now, I don't know. So we're just going to do 0 and 0. And then we'll update. We'll update from there. B twice. He can see your cards. That's true. But we're going to go with the honor system. We're hoping everybody is honorable in this chat. I think we have a pretty good group of people. Like, you don't gain anything out of it, right? You don't gain anything out of sniping. You of course can, but I think whenever we match up against each other, you just pause the stream. Hot Chocolate, can EU play? Yep. So they were able to get cross-regional plugged in before this went live. So EU can play. Replace it with TLSG and viewers. I like that cue. Yeah, just me. I opened about 25 banked reserves after the update and got all the new pool 3 cards. Also Atuma and Super Scroll. So Super Scroll, is he any good? Probably not. There's some games where he just wins by himself. I like him decently in a Patriot deck. And you can also try to sneak him into a Zabu deck. So if you're matching up against other people that are running Zabu and you miss yours, you can grab theirs with your Super Scroll. I think it's I don't think he's not a great card. But he's fun to use in some matches, but just in most cases he's not great. I think we're going to 0 out and play Typhoid Mary over to the right. We'll push a little bit of extra power into the Baxter building, and then we'll try for a cheeky arrow pull next turn. Super Scroll need a buff? I don't know. He's more of a tech card. So if ongoing ever just becomes really prevalent, then he's really, really good. He's a really good counter to it. But otherwise, like most matches, he's just not going to do much. Kind of like a Shang-Chi. Some games he's going to win it for you. Other times it's not really going to do much. So they dropped the Ultron early, right? Alexander, any cues for the matches? Yeah, so we're doing kind of a raffle system. So if you type in the keyword, then I'm going to roll it after each match. We're going to do the best of. We're just going to do one match each, and we'll go from there. So if they do Patriot and Mystique, we just lose, right? Maybe we do Arnhem Zola to move either the Red Skull or the Typhoid Mary here and here. That might be enough to do it. We're going to try that. Coop, what do you think they'll do to Silver Surfer? I think they will I think they'll reduce the amount that he buffs. Doing a +3 is just insane. That's just such a huge buff. Oh no, we still lose. We lose all 3 lanes to I'm Hungry. Oh my gosh. Viewers get the early jump. Yo, cheers from Argentina. Milton, welcome. And so we are gonna roll the next one. Now that we got beaten, we have to reclaim our crown. We're gonna roll the next one. So if you haven't, go ahead and plug in fight as the keyword, and we're gonna roll the next viewer. And then if you are the one that gets rolled, then you'll create the code. We're going off the honor system. I'll plug in your fight code from the chat to be able to jump in and join with you. Coop, do you think he's still viable if he gives +2? I do. I think that still creates some really big play potential. So I think even at +2, he's still viable, but just not broken. James Higgin, hi TLSG, how's it going from here in the UK? Enjoying the stream. Hope I get to play you someday. You'll definitely lose. That's okay. Right now it's just for fun. That's what the community matches are for. It's just for having fun with it. So we're gonna go ahead and roll, and it looks like Julius. Julius, you are the next winner. If you do a create match, plug in your code, and I will type it in to join. Did they drop Shuri down, Absorbing Man? Yep, they did. They did, Paul. So if you update the game, then you're able to. You should see those in the lower ones. And so Julius, if you there we go, 50612. Let's jump in and join. Good luck, Julius. I wish you the best of luck, but I also hope to win. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, my luck is not good when it comes to raffle. That's okay. We're gonna continue doing it. Right now we have 55, so you have a 1 out of 55 shot. Eventually we will match, and I'm gonna try and get through as many as we possibly can. Worth getting Luke Cage. Luke Cage is tough because he has a really cool effect, but I've always had an issue using it consistently. Do you get boosters from private matches, Sven? It doesn't look like it. Did Hawk drop as well? He didn't. Be twice. So that's one of the newer ones, and so that's one of the newer ones. It'll be, I think, another 2 months before he drops down. Meme.tiktok. I had to manually go into the Play Store to update mine. I'm on Android, and I had to manually go in and trigger it. And so if you're playing on something similar, you may have to do it as well. The Wolverine buff, TMS. Yeah, I'm excited about testing out and trying to brew around Wolverine. It's just such an interesting buff. I think he's definitely usable in, not even as a high roll card, but just if you destroy him twice, he's already a 2/6, and so that's already really good value for a deck that already wants to run those destruction cards. So we can do Sauron. I guess Shuri would make it where we couldn't do an arrow next turn. We're just going to do Sauron. We do have our arrow to be able to potentially pull their cards around the board. We have our Arnim Zola, but none of our. Never mind. Oh no, the Cosmo counter hurts. Okay, so we can counteract Red Skull's ongoing ability. Next turn we could do maybe a Taskmaster, maybe an arrow, depending on what they drop here. I already got the drop card from the caches only, so I won't get anything from it. Am I lucky or not? I'd say you're lucky. If you didn't buy all of them, if you just already pulled them naturally, I think you're pretty lucky, Ab.
Wind.
And then in him, anyone know if the series drop has happened? It has. So it's already happened. The series drop, if you update it, if you update the game, then it is live. I think we're going to go for a shift. We are winning in the flooded lane, but I think we're going to go with a shift of Red Skull. It's a Hail Mary without a Red Skull, or without Shuri, without Sauron taking effect. It is a little bit more of a Hail Mary, but I think we're going to go for it. In the rules for battle mode, it says the mode offers no boosters or rank rewards. Yep, that way people can't abuse it. Ooh, Destroyer hitting Wolverine creates some interesting synergy. That's true, Coop. Whereas before you would have like a Colossus potentially, you can now do Wolverine for kind of that Hail Mary. Squid, those were some lucky plays. No, it's okay. Even if stream sniping happened, you don't gain anything out of it, and so it's okay. I trust in our community. Julius, very good game. We were able to pull it out. I think the last turn play, the flip didn't flip into what you needed, and so Ray, let me make sure that yours is on there. Yep, we got your entry, Ray. So we're gonna retreat out. The keyword, I think it's still active. If you already typed in fight, then it's still active. It still carries over. But we're gonna give the code for anybody new. If you type fight in chat, then we will have the chance to be able to match up against each other. Astro. So everybody is trying out the new Wolverine. It's something that is, it's brand new. It's a new update. It's a cool concept. And so I expect to see a lot of like Death Waves and Destroy style decks for a little while. All right, we'll give it just a couple more seconds, and then we will run. We'll run the raffle. My name is Gray in game. Marvelous. Have we matched up before? I've matched up against a few grays before. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and roll it. James Higgins. Yeah. So to join, all you have to do is type fight, and then from that, we're rolling a random, it's a raffle generator, so that we can match up against, that way it's fair. It's not just the fastest fingers. And then from there, whoever wins. So for this one, it is, what is that? What is that? If you create a code, then I'll be able to type it in and jump in and join you. $19694. Perfect. Good luck. What is that? Good luck. Rishav, so I guess he could be running in discard decks now. So even if you are only discarding him one time, that's a 4 power play that gets put onto the board versus whereas before it was just a 3. I still think he might be a little bit clunky. I think in discard, since you can only hit it once instead of triggering it multiple times, I don't know. I think we'll have to see. We'll have to see that one play out. Rando, did I see your Sauron deck? I haven't. Oh, that's true. Thank you, Poke, for reminding me to update. It is now an even 1-1. It is all lying on what is that. Kimmy, I'm gonna go to bed now. So if you got me for some crazy odds, just do it again. Have a nice stream. Kimmy, thank you so much. I hope that you have a great rest of your night. Calling 2 for 8. That's true. 2 costs for 8 spanner. That's pretty nice. Instead of the swarm, if you go with the Wolverine, I guess that's pretty cool synergy too. So it looks like a Patriot deck. So the rock actually helps them. I'm gonna play Typhoid Mary into Washington D.C. We're gonna get some interesting value out of the Washington D.C.
Took you long enough.
TMS Bat, thank you so much for joining as a fan. I appreciate it. We're glad to have you here. I'm glad that you're enjoying the content in the stream. If you refresh the stream, you'll now have access to our current list of emojis. Hopefully, as we continue to stream, our members will get larger, and we'll be able to get some more emojis as well. Jimmy Price, how long do you think you'll be going? Actually, I need to check the refresh to see if I got Shadow King. If I got Shadow King as the rotation, it might not be too long. Otherwise, I'm gonna try and go as long as we possibly can. That way we can get as many matches out as many matches as possible out. So Shuri into Ebony Maw is only a 16 power play versus doing just a Red Skull and next turn an Arnhem Zola would be a 15 power play. Plus we have the flexibility to do maybe an arrow and an Ebony Maw on the last turn to give us some additional power push potentially. Look for new card gameplay. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping we got the Shadow King as a rotation. I'm missing 200 tokens, but I could acquire them. So I don't think Arrow's going to do us much good. I'm going to use Arnhem Zola. We would potentially lose this one. If they have a Mystique and then something else big, we might lose this one. Having the Wasp out on the board early does, I guess, kind of hurt them a little bit because we know that they can't throw it down. Green Griefer. So does everyone who types fight have an equal chance? They do. So no matter how many times you type it, it is 1 entry per person, and so everybody has an equal shot, and it just rolls that eligibility off of it. Hydrix. I don't think missions go through in the friendly battle mode. And so what is that? Very good game. Very good game, my friend. We will update the score, and the code is fight. I'm gonna check our token store. Maybe. No, we get the ultimate variant. Oh no. But we don't get the new card. TMS Bat, thank you again. You just joined as a member. And you just upgraded to the Mega Supporter, which I think does it have in there? I think I did. I think I had it listed as viewer matches, right? If so, then we might do those as an outside of the raffle style type of thing. If that is why you joined as a mega supporter. I'm checking it now before we roll the next one. Yep. So the Mega Supporter, we do have it right now listed. And so, so TMS, since you just upgraded to the Mega Supporter, we can actually go ahead and we'll do a match against you. If you want to type in your friendly battle code. Since I have it listed, TMS, I love your streams, man. No need for anything special. Okay, perfect. I wanted to make sure that that wasn't the reason that you upgraded and that you didn't feel slighted in any way. So in that case, we will roll. Everybody that typed in fight has an equal chance. We're going to roll it, and it looks like James Higgins. James Higgins, I know that you just recently asked about it. And so you're the winner. If you create a battle code, then we'll join it, we'll type it in, and we'll match up against each other. Jacqueline Rogers, it was very, very close. Team S Bat, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support again. So James Higgins, are you still here? Are you still around? The spider, Woot, no more useless 5 credits left over anymore. Oh, you were able to do the quick one. So James Higgins, I haven't seen one come through, so I'll give you just a little bit longer. If you could, just type in a confirmation that you're still here, that you're still active, and if not, we'll re-roll. Go next, go next. Oh, you're in a game? So okay. Are you close to finishing it out? I appreciate you. I appreciate the message letting us know that you're still here. Mike Murr, is Galactus still worth getting in the shop? Galactus is an interesting one. I have Galactus, but I don't necessarily enjoy playing it all that much. Benjamin, you said, so I wanted to buy Shuri and Valkyrie after the drop. Had Shuri pinned, got her, shop just updated, and it was Valkyrie. That's huge, and you pulled Bast. So Benjamin, you're all set. And your shop with Sauron? I feel since I bought Shuri, that pinning him was worth it. Yeah, so I think he's really good. I mean, he really only has that one archetype that he does well in. Galactus is better with the new Wolverine, that's true. Q, yeah, and I don't know. For most players, I don't know which one would be best. I don't know if it would be better to buy Series 4 or Series 5. I think maybe saving for like a really impactful Series 5 might be the way to go, but you get to try out more cards from Series 4. So maybe. James Higgins, there we go. 63129. Let's jump in. Good luck, James. Best of luck to you. And so you said, I have a question. Middle pool 3, love the ramp archetype. What alternative to leader do you might suggest? My standard 6 is America, Doom, Odin, Magneto, leader. But now he seems bad. Yeah, he seems really tough to use in a ramp style deck now. And I think he really helped with the flexibility of ramp. And so I think we're gonna have to like reassess that archetype, because he just offered so much value. Not only for that one turn, but also with Odin. So I don't know. I don't know of a good alternative, because there's not really another card that does anything similar to leader.
Breaking news.
Q, you said I'm finally done with my busy meeting. I can finally fully commit to the stream. How's it going, TLSG? It's going well so far. Since we implemented the change, it's 2-1, so we're doing well so far. I'm just glad that battle mode's out. I think this is such a big win for the community, just being able to do either community like matches or tournaments or like more competitive style gameplay. I think this is a huge step to getting to that point. And I think, I don't know, a competitive Marvel Snap scene seems like it'd be really cool to have and really cool to see. But I think it would take it to a next level, because you'll most likely, I would think, maybe know their deck lists. And so then that surprise element would no longer be a factor. Jovi, yo, anyone want to fight? So yeah, if you guys are, while you're waiting, if you post your codes in, if anyone else is interested, you guys can organize some matches in the chat while you wait. I think we pass here. They did destroy our sunspot, but we still got the win in Asgard. I think we pass. If they use wave, that's okay. We have the She-Hulk that'll still be reduced. We have Taskmaster to do a 40 power last turn play, which is kind of silly that you're able to push that much power. We do lose to an arrow here though, but I think that's a risk we're going to take. With no surprise factor, is it better to run control decks? Naveen, and I don't know, and I think that's what we still would have to figure out from a competitive standpoint of, like, you're going to have to go with more consistent decks or counter decks or control decks, and I don't know. I don't know. I think it's interesting what that would look like in the long term. Third Marvel Snap. If I match up against you, can I screen record? And you can post your win or loss on YouTube. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Third Marvel Snap. Very good game. Very good game, James Higgins. It was a pleasure. TLSG, what are your thoughts on Heimdall 5 and Leader on 6? So, Leader would push things to your... Is it right or left that it plays? Oh no. James, if you could retreat, I hit battle ready, so we're gonna have to wait. So leader copies it to the left or the right? We're gonna give the good fist bump. Ooh, leader is to the right. That's interesting. I think the Heimdall ramp could be a pretty cool way to go. And so you can ramp up Heimdall shift to the left, and then leader to copy whatever they play to the right. That could be a cool way to juke it out. And I think that would be one. I mean, he's a 6/7, so even if you only copy like one card or two cards, it might be enough. And so the keyword is fight. So if you plug that into the chat, then I'll roll here in just a second. Did you forget to, Mateo? Did you forget to play Zabu or what? For me? Passion, glad I was able to catch you live. I'm glad you were able to jump in and join us. What would you like to see buffed or nerfed? I don't know. Like cards like Black Bolt, which are underplayed, I think we're going to start seeing play once we have some of the cards from next month. So I don't know for sure. And then somebody said, did you see my last Joe Bro? I'm interested in Joe Bro. I missed your last message, Joe Bro. Do you agree that it's going to be harder and harder for people in Pool 3 and under to collect more cards as they release more? So I think we will eventually hit an equilibrium of, like, you should always be able to keep close to a complete Series 3 collection. And so we'll go ahead and roll the next one. Jovi Petra, it looks like you are the next winner. So if you create a match, I will plug in your code and we will join. So we'll eventually hit an equilibrium where they're downgrading 4 cards from Series 5 to 4, 4 to 5, or 4 to 3, as they're adding in additional ones into 5. And so eventually you should complete that Series 3 collection from there. So I don't think it'll necessarily be harder. Jovi, you're in a game? No worries. We can wait just a second. So I think it feels bad. You're not able to play the flavor of the week every time. Every time a new card comes out, but I think from being able to keep up, I think it's okay. Aaron, how's it going? I hope that you're having a great day so far. I actually got back from the dentist right before I launched the live stream, and so I'm able to fill my mouth again. So the lisp should be going away. I was afraid that it was going to stick around for quite a while. Leader might be broken right now though. It's currently only copying cards played to the right of where leader is played. Oh yeah, no, Alex. So leader that's the intended change, is that it now only copies cards to the right instead of all over. And then that lisping snap guy, Brett Pseudo. Thank you for jumping in and joining us for a little while. Hopefully I run into you again. Hopefully not against that big knoll, big knoll of yours. That was an impressive match. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Wodar, completely forgot. Yeah. That goose does nothing against Zabu. Yeah, it unfortunately it doesn't. Neither does wave, which puts you in a weird spot. You can't even use those as counters. So Jovi, are you close? Are you close to finishing your match so we can jump into one? Goose seems to help Zabu. Yeah, it helps support it. Not really. Okay. I'll roll again. And then we can match up after our next fight. That way, we can circle back to you, Jovi. So J Hugs plays is the next one. Jacqueline, I've been here so long. Hopefully we continue to get to everyone. Rando, Quake has grown on you? Really? I always find it's hard to use consistently, but maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. Because I was thinking it would be cool with like a storm and then shifting that storm location. Aaron, is battle mode fun? Haven't tried it yet. I like it. I like it so far. So J Hugs, are you still here? Are you still around? I'll give you a couple more seconds and then we'll jump over and we'll re-roll it. Yeah, Rind God. I like the Goose into Zabu combo as well, because then it protects it from Shang-Chi unless they have a Zabu as well. Wave as a counter to Zabu could be a good balance. Yeah, but they still have the reduction. So it still takes them from 4 to 2. And so you still... All right, J-Hugs, we're going to go ahead and roll over into the next one. All right. So Narvidas? Looks like Narvidas is the next one, the next winner. So if you could type a quick message, let me know that you're still here. And if we're getting too many people that have jumped in, typed the code, and then had to jump out for whatever reason, maybe we just reset the code, reset the list so that it's all new. Maybe it's all new each time. Good evening. I'm glad you're able to jump in and join us. Hey, Narvidas, welcome. So if you create a code, then we'll jump in and we'll play against you. All right, Narvidas, good luck. Good luck to you. I hope that we have a really good game. Round God, I think being able to have 2 decks or so for friendly battle could be good. Since more often than not, it's going to be more than one game. That's true. I think having 2 that you can kind of switch off of, or I don't know, because from Hearthstone, what I enjoyed was that it's like if you lose to one match or if you lose to one like particular deck, you don't have to worry about facing that one again. And so like here, if your opponent has a deck that just hard counters yours, there's not really a lot that you can do. Marvelous, bye, I have to go. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, Marvelous. I appreciate you jumping in and joining us. And maybe we go back to random so that we can get through a few more matches before I have to go back into work mode as well. Hope I can play sometime in the future. Yeah, Marvelous, if you jump into the Discord, I'm going to try and pick up some games there as well from time to time off stream so that it's a little bit less competition. So if that's something you're interested in, the Discord is in the description below. So we have an extra turn here. So I think we're gonna zero out our Typhoid Mary. We can potentially do Red Skull, but we won't be able to do it and then move it because of the armor. But I think that's okay. We're gonna zero out our Typhoid Mary. We have Taskmaster if we wanted to copy it. If not, we can just play the natural Red Skull, and then we can do Taskmaster from there. So speaking about battle mode and competitive snap, do you consider play in tournaments? I would. At least for just to try it out. I think it'd be really fun to see like what that environment looks like and how it differs from like a standard like ranked ladder match. Because at that point, you're going against much more structured decks. You're going against decks that are very cohesive and are designed to be good against either particular matches or just good overall. So I think it's going to create a whole different element to the game. I think we'll play Red Skull. We'll try to play Red Skull in the flooded zone. Then we'll do Taskmaster to the left or right, and then I think we should be okay. Competitive tournaments could be really cool. I think they could be really cool. I think it'll add a new element of like thinking through your plays, especially if you know what deck the opponent is running. I don't know how that aspect will work just yet, but if you know what deck your opponent is running, it becomes really hard for them. It becomes really hard to kind of surprise that 8 cube out of somebody. Unless they just are really, really confident. And so then I think you may see a lot more extended matches rather than like short bursts. I feel like I've played Shuri the most in these battles. Yeah, Shuri is, since she downgraded, Shuri is really, really strong. She's incredibly strong.
Victory.
And I think we'll see a lot of her on the ladder now that she's a little bit more accessible in Series 4. I think we're going to see a lot more Shuri. I'm under the assumption that if I match up against somebody, that they'll pause the stream, that they'll pause it and they'll do the honorable thing. They'll pause it and then keep going. So I think, what do you guys think? Do you like the raffle mode better, or would you rather just do whoever gets the code first is the one that we match up against? Because I like both. I like the instantaneous part of just creating a match. But I also like having the queue system so that it's fair. Raffle? Okay. So we'll roll the next. We'll roll the next raffle. C. Rojas, looks like you're the next winner. If you're here, let me know, and then we will type it in and we'll join it. Fatal, why not Discord? So why not send the message in Discord? Sasuke, how do I join this key thing? So how do you join? So Sasuke, I have it set up for a queue code. So if you type in fight in chat, that enters you for a chance to roll into the next one. So C. Rojas, are you still here? If not, we'll give you just a few more seconds, then we'll re-roll. But if you type fight in chat, that gives you a chance. We roll the raffle pretty much, and then whoever gets picked will create the code, and then we'll jump in and fight against you. So we'll give you about 5 more seconds. See Rojas. If we don't get one, Jovi, yeah. Since you won the last round, we had to skip over you. Jovi, if you create a code, we'll grab yours real quick, and then we'll roll the next one, or we'll fight against you, and then we'll roll the next one. Sasuke, looking forward to waiting hours to get one match. Yeah, I think today it's going to be different. I think eventually we might go to either like a subscriber only, or maybe we do specific streams for like subscriber only fights. See Rojas. So it looks like you responded. We did jump in. If you give us just a second, see Rojas. I see that you're here and chatting now. I'll queue against you right after we finish this one. I thought you had to jump out. And then Pilk and Joy, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Marth, yeah. So I think eventually doing something like a subscriber only, or I think that would help get through all of them, because I know right now the chances of being able to queue up are pretty low. I don't know. I don't think it's a perfect system right now, but I do think Yeah. If it's if it's too many, we may even shift over into members. Members was what I meant to. Was what I meant to say. Oh yeah, maybe roll the next as you're starting a match to give time to set up or finish. Alex, I think that's a good call. We'll start doing that. I think that'll speed up the process a little bit. So we're gonna switch hands after turn 5. So I think we need to make sure that they don't have any great. TMS, is the battle mode regional only? It's not. So it was going to be. We thought it was going to be, but they were able to make an update, make a switch just before it went live. And so we have the double. We're gonna double down on the Red Skull to the left. Then we're gonna send them Arrow, Taskmaster, Sauron, and Zero. Nothing incredible. See Rojas. I'll make another one. Okay, so yeah, as soon as we jump out of this one, see Rojas. How do I battle you, Pilk? So right now we're doing a queue system because we have so many people that are wanting to match up. So it's a raffle system. And so they did discard their Hela. We know that they don't have that. I think we just play these two, and we should be okay. Isn't it weird for the player to see your hand? William, sorry. We're going off the honor system. I assume that if you get matched up, that once we join the fight, that you pause it. And so see Rojas, since you won last time, we'll queue up against you, and then we will roll for the next person to have the code ready after we finish our match. And so see Rojas, is your code still the same? We'll see. It might not be. No, it's not. Okay. All right. So we good luck, C. Rojas. I hope that we have a really good match. Narvidas, very good game. The last location was really unfortunate for the Hela deck. Otherwise, you definitely had a shot at stealing away Luke's bar from us.
Victory.
C. Rojas, is everything all right? We'll queue into the next one. Is it maybe a Cerebro deck? And Nidavellir heard it? See, Rojas, help. I left. Oh no. Okay, you were able to get back in. All right, so we have a fair match here. Okay. You're into this one now, right? No, see Rojas?
Victory.
Okay, you're gonna plug in a new code, right? Matthew. So yeah. Oh. Well, I meant to leave. I'm sorry, Ted. Or I'm sorry, see Rojas. So Matthew, yeah, I think. So Matthew, I think it would be easy to snipe with this method, but you don't really gain anything out of it. I think more so it's just really cool to be able to match against each other. See Rojas, you'll get the God Hand eventually. All right, so we'll let you create another code real quick. See Rojas. So Matthew, yeah, they could scream hand snipe and stream snipe, but I think we're okay. If it was for like a tournament or something, maybe we need to get a little bit more strategic. 50363. See Rojas, no, you're okay. Did you have the wrong deck by chance? Is that what we got matched up into? And so while we're rolling this one, yeah, I'll roll the next match. So Paul Schneller, are you still here, Paul? If so, if you'll kind of start prepping, if you'll send a message to let me know that you're still here, and then finish up whatever match you're in, and then we can jump into one. Pilk, how do you join the raffle? If you type fight, so fight in all caps, and then Gary, are you considering making a community tournament? I do think that'd be really fun, as a way to just make do something. I don't know what kind of prize it would be or what it would look like, but I would like to do some kind of community tournament. Yeah, and I mean, people beat me all the time on the ladder. I'm okay losing one. So Paul, Paul Schneller, are you here? If not, if I don't see a message here in just a second, I'll go ahead and roll the next one. The prize would be the satisfaction of winning the TLSG tournament. Yeah, but I think I'd like to make it like worthwhile, make it something where you actually want to jump in and see if you can try. Okay, Paul Schneller. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll for the next one. And Joshua Bruno. Joshua, are you here? If so, then you're our next. You're our next fight after this one. Hey, Joshua, you are here. So if you I guess finish up whatever match you're currently in, and start getting ready, we'll match up against you just as soon as this match is over. Do moves happen before or after reveal? I can't quite seem to figure it out. Moves happen before reveal, Rando, but things like Dagger and Craven, they still get buffed up from the move even if they reveal after it. Moves happen in order, so if you play then move. So like, are we talking like a vision? Agatha 1v1 sound fun. They do. That would be pretty fun. We're going to go ahead and play Taskmaster. Next turn, last turn, we can do an Arnhem Zola to move over our Typhoid Mary into the hard-to-reach Goose Lane. Are the codes region locked? They are not. So we thought they were going to be up until yesterday, actually, and they were able to figure out a way to make it regional matchmaking before the patch went live. Can you play with US people? You can. So you can play with anyone. You can match up with any of your friends, which is a huge win. I was really bummed out that it was going to be regional, and so definitely excited that they were able to get that working. So if they have a Shang-Chi mid, we lose. Shang-Chi mid, we do lose, but that's all right. That's all right. We lose. I guess if we would have kept Typhoid Mary over to the right, we could have won left and right. It was a good read. We'll take it. We'll take our licks whenever it happens. That's fine. And so Joshua, do you have a code ready? Yeah, Azex. It would be cool if we could kind of. Perfect. Perfect, Joshua. It would be cool if we could kind of create custom locations to spawn, whether it be ego or whatever that might be. Kind of like whenever you do custom matches in like a Mario Kart, you can select the different items, the different courses, things like that. I think it'd be really fun, and a unique way to play. Come on, viewers, we need to band together, bring your nastiest decks. Absolutely. And so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll the next one. I'm pausing the stream when you accept. Thank you so much, Joshua. Although you wouldn't hear that, I guess. We're gonna go ahead and can we do codes for a little bit? Jacqueline. So like whoever gets the closest code, or whoever gets the code the quickest. Is that what you're asking for, to go away from the raffle system? But Progenito the Snap, are you still here? Are you still around? And we might. Agent Coulson variant is just, it's so like he has so many cool variants, and I'm actually glad that he's a much better card than what I thought he was going to be. Progenito, welcome. And so after we finish this one up, so if you're in a game, if you kind of finish it out and get ready to create a code, once we finish this one, we'll be able to jump into yours. So they brought their Shuri ramp deck, their best of decks. Unless this was... No, it was created by Agent Coulson. I think we're going to play Red Skull to the right. And then we might hope for a Taskmaster. We could hope for a Taskmaster or even an Arnhem Zola to copy the She-Hulk and move it around. Q, I haven't been resetting the lottery.
Wakanda forever.
I haven't reset it after each match. That way you don't have to say it every single time. That way we can just do one Q system and then re-roll it. They do have the Black Panther. Could have an Arnim Zola to push it over. They'd actually win the kiln location if they were going with Arnim Zola this turn. I think we're going to try for an arrow here. Oh, arrow mid? Matthew, how'd you know? I should have skipped. But how'd you know that it was going to be arrow mid? The banhammer is strong with Q. Thank you, Q, by the way. This would be 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't do that one. So we can do 17, which would push us up over the 23. If we think that they're gonna, I think we push for mid. Or is there any reason to? We don't have initiative. I think we just push for left instead. We're gonna push for left. Progenito, perfect. Thank you so much. And then they did try to pull the 3 and 4 cost cards over, but we were able to drop the She-Hulk and Ebony Maw, and so we were able to squeeze it out. Oh, I meant for you to arrow mid. It just happened to be the right call. Very good game. Very good game, by the way. I appreciate it. We'll go ahead and update the count, and then Progenito, if you have your code ready, we'll go ahead and plug it in, and then we'll roll the next one once the game gets started. Alex, gotta go pick up my kids. I'll catch another stream later. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Alex, for jumping in and joining us for a while. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And so Progenito. There we go. 106.43. Perfect. Joshua, very good game. And so good luck, Progenito. I hope that we have a fantastic match. If I get the raffle, should I use my best deck or should I use my new Luke Cage Hazmat deck? Squid Gym, whichever one you want to play the most. I'm okay with either. We're gonna go ahead and roll the next one. If you did maybe just jump in and you are wanting to try to queue up against me, if you type the keyword fight, we're doing a raffle system for each viewer match, and so if you type in fight, that'll give you the entry in. We're not resetting after each one, so one time should be good for multiple matches, so everyone has a fair shot at it. I think we're gonna play Sauron into the Isle of Silence. We might skip on 4 so that nothing from Strange Academy messes up our Shuri's Lab. We can do Red Skull, double it. We can either do an Arnim Zola or a Taskmaster to be able to find the win, hopefully, or the big numbers. We're gonna go ahead and roll. It looks like Dusty Bunny 315. You're the next one that got selected. And so if you're still here, if you'll let me know that you're here, that way we can make sure that you're on standby for after this one. 1 in 200 chance that it's only 1 in 100 chance. You have a 1% chance each time we roll. We are going to go ahead and skip here. Then PK or Scooby. Hey bro, can't stay long. Just seeing if you can tell me the cards for your Lockjaw discard deck you mentioned. I did a video on it. It's been a little while, so I don't have it off the top of my head. But it uses Calling Wing and Swarm as a free cycle tool or generator. And I think it uses Blade, Hellcow, and some of those. Dusty Bunny, perfect, you're here. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll play Red Skull. We don't have another enabler, so we don't have Arnim Zola or Taskmaster to move it around. But we are gonna hope that we're able to maybe top deck into one. What does the green bar under your nickname mean? So it's the health for the battle mode. The way that most of the time it's gonna work is that it's a best of however many matches. So the first one to lose 10 bars of health, or however many bars you have of cubes, will be the one that loses. And so I'm just doing it a best of one, so the snap system doesn't really have stakes here. But TMS Batman, Arnim Zola and Wolverine creates 3 Wolverines. Oh, that's scary. And then depending on where they hit, you could always potentially Galactus. That might be pretty fun to mess around with. So we don't top deck into our Taskmaster or anything else. I think maybe we just go with Typhoid Mary to the right. Maybe we shoot for Ebony Maw to the left to try to outpower both the left and right lane. And then Dusty Bunny, do you have a code that's close or queued up? They do get the Infinite pull. What? I guess it was a 1 out of 2. Probably a 1 out of 2 for either Chavez or the Infinite pool. Very good game, Progenito. You are representing the viewer. You are representing the viewers well. Brian, I don't know if you know Teddy Ninja, but his deck graphics track which cards he's drawn. Yeah, so I have a deck tracker. But whenever I switch accounts, it messes up, is the issues I've been running into. So I'm still working on that one. Do you know if he uses the snap.fan one or the, I think it's the unplayed or untapped.gg? Do you know which one he uses? And then perfect, Dusty Bunny. We'll go ahead and jump into that one. Why? Oh, did someone else snipe your code? Oh, he uses the untapped one. I may need to look at that one. The snap.fan one. Did you, Dusty Bunny, did you cancel it or did someone snipe the code? Progenito, that was a very fun game. The Dracula pool, was it a 50-50 between Chavez and the Infinite? Dad, I'm returned and I'm ready to fight. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's he got a stat buff because Can you move the camera up so they can't see your hand? Whoa. Gosh. I've lost 3,276 times. So I mean, I could move it up, but I think that's like from the viewer experience. I think that's, I don't know. I don't know that that's as enjoyable to watch because then you're just kind of watching the plays happen. And if we get sniped, that's okay. I'm not too worried about getting sniped. And so, are you getting snipers? I don't think so. But then again, I tend to see the positive. What's inf? Jeremiah, I'm not sure. No, I may have missed it. It was between Dracula and Ghost Rider. Oh, or Infinite and Ghost Rider. Progeny no. Ooh, that was a huge 50-50 pull that you got. Yeah, I do have a positive win rate. This deck is kind of unfair, so maybe I need to switch to something else. We might switch after this one. Oh, and I forgot. We're gonna roll the next one. So, Avik, it looks like you are the next one that we're gonna match up against. Are you still here, Avik? Or Avik? Andrew, hey, is Black Marvel a consideration over Arrow? A Black Panther. Okay, I was like, is that a character I haven't heard of? Over Arrow, I really like Arrow as a way to, like, let's say we're trying to dodge a Shang-Chi. We can use Arrow as a way to pull their cards around. So I mean, I think it could be used. But I also really like using the arrow play. I'm trying to decide if we should skip here to do the double She-Hulk and Infinite, or if we just play Typhoid Mary for 20. We're gonna skip. Avik, are you still here? I haven't seen a message come through from you. We'll give you a couple more seconds. We'll re-roll. That way we can have the next person start getting set up. All right, so we're gonna re-roll. Hey, it's Ray. Ray, you were able to. Your luck finally came through. And so you are the next one that will match up against as soon as this one gets finished up. So we can do the 20 power She-Hulk, the 20 power Taskmaster copy. I think is going to be our best bet. Actually, I think we're going to push it into Olympia. If I'm them, I don't think I reinvest into the Olympia lane. Okay, well they do. Oh no. Oh no. So we're going to lose the Olympia lane. That's unfortunate. We lose it by 4, which with the Omega Red, it makes sense. I wasn't thinking they would invest anything additional there just because why would you? But the Omega Red makes sense in that scenario. A very good game. We do drop one more. It's getting closer to even. We have a few more in us. TMS Batman, gotta run now. Keep up the streams.
Gotta run now. Keep up the great streams. Your wholesome attitude and engaging style is awesome.
Thank you so much, TMS Batman. You joined as a mega team member, which is already above and beyond. And then the super chat. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the stream, and I look forward to seeing you around in the next one. Ray, do you have a code ready to go? Momo, do we lose cubes from battle mode? You don't. There's no stakes in it. It's pretty much a no stakes game. All right, 17308. Best of luck, Ray. I'm glad that we were able to finally match up. Good luck. I hope we have an incredible match. Max. Max sense? No, you don't have to type fight every time. As long as you've typed it one time, I'm not resetting it after each one. If we get several people that are like AFK or not responding, then I'll reset it each time. But as of right now, you only have to type it the one time. Silva. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up the first name entirely. Got to go now, but keep with your great and amazing content. Thank you so much, Silva. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm so glad that you were able to jump in and join us, at least for a little while. Have they done that pull nerf now, or is it coming later? The degrade. So as long as you update your game, the downgrade has already happened. This game mode will probably make you really susceptible to one more game-itis. You are not wrong, because like I want to be able to match up against everybody that wants to match up against me, and so I have a meeting in 30 minutes that I need to do some prep for, but I don't want to end the stream because I'm so excited to be able to finally match up against you guys. It's something that I've really wanted since the game came out, since it was in beta, and oh, that's not great. And I'm excited that it's finally here. So let's go ahead and we're gonna roll the next one. By the way, we're gonna roll the next one to make sure we can get through as many as possible. We have K. Stoyanov. Better stop getting started and start getting scared. We're getting closer to not even being ahead in wins, and so maybe I do need to be scared. So Kay, are you still here? Are you around? So Mr. IDGAF, right now I'm not doing anything to stop stream snipers. If you want to get the win that badly, I get it.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
It's understandable, and so I'm not doing anything to actively stop it. But maybe if the list is too long, maybe eventually we go with. If the list is too long, maybe eventually we go with something like. Maybe we go with something like members only mode. Sorry, I was trying to think of the best play line. So they have like a movement style deck. They have the Kingpin. I'm wondering if they have maybe a Shang-Chi. But we're going to play to the right. We're going to try to pull their cards over. As long as they don't have a Shang-Chi or some way to pull us in from Monster Metropolis, I think we might be able to steal the win here. It's the Iron Fist and the Claw. The Claw is an interesting one from the Iron Fist. We will be able to pull it back over though, and so it's not going to be quite enough. We're going to destroy it with our own Kingpin. But a very interesting deck, Ray. I can see some pretty decent synergy, some pretty sneaky playlines, so you'd probably be able to sneak some out. We're going to go ahead and roll the next one. Sasuke. It looks like the Budget Mjolnir. Budget Mjolnir is the next winner. And so if you're able to create a code. But yeah, that... oh, man. I enjoyed that brew, Ray. I'm glad we were able to finally match up. Jeff, do you think Leader is still good? And if not, what replacements would you recommend? I think we're gonna have to look for. I think we're gonna have to look for a different alternative, or a different like. I think we're gonna have to think through how to play him differently, more of a Heimdall style play, rather than just to throw it onto the board. Sasuke, we are able to match up. Ray, that was in the... I'm really curious to see the rest of that deck, because that was very unique. I've always wanted to be able to make a good Kingpin deck, and it's just so difficult. And that one seems like it had a lot of like kind of sneaky synergies to it. All right, Sasuke, best of luck. Best of luck. I am glad we're able to finally match up against each other. And then Hydrix, one of your bosses will be here watching you play Snap instead of prepping for the meeting. Potentially, I can hope. I can hope that I mean, nope. As far as I know, nobody that I work with knows that I play or create content. And so, if for some reason there's ever like a something is said in passing that makes me think that they know, that's going to be such a surreal day. Muhammad, what's your actual job? So my actual job is a data. I'm in data analytics, and so I take and create queries. I use different codes from all the different systems that we have to build either dashboards, reports, to be able to take that information, transfer it into an easily digestible, kind of easily consumable way, so that our leaders can quickly and easily assess what actions we need to take. Kind of, it's a numbers, like I look at numbers all day, so it really is right up my alley. So we do get Shuri, so we can do Shuri into skipping to do the She-Hulk and Taskmaster. That might be our best bet to win Space Throne and maybe either Machine World or the Peak. Weird question, but do you use any database visual tools? I've used... We don't have one set one, so it depends on what system we're in. But I've dabbled in like Tableau and a few other like visualization tools. Of course, you draw both good peak targets just after the peak hits. I had a game the other night where I had both Taskmaster and Zola in my hand when the peak hit. I snuck 8 cubes out of it, but I guess we could have arrowed to the right. But I was thinking that we skip so that we can do that, so we can lose initiative, make sure that we're not susceptible to any kind of like big play line, and then we could do She-Hulk and then Taskmaster. I think that should give us enough to be able to make it happen. Shuri should have went left. I didn't think that they would play Shuri. Looking like a Patriot deck, I didn't think they were going to run that play line. Oh, wait. Why is it only 12? Oh, no. It got hit with the peak. Oh, no. Sasuke. I was thinking it was 10 and it was going to be 20. Oh, man. You guys are right. That was bad. Sasuke, good match. Good match. Oh, the peak hurt me so much there. That one hurts. That one hurts. It was a very good match. So we should have known the Lucky Charm themselves. Yeah, Sasuke. We're only doing one at a time. That one was so peaky. That one was definitely so peaky. And so I have a couple more. Got to give everyone a chance. Yeah, I have a couple more in me before I have to jump over and prep for my meeting. It's in like 20 minutes, and I still have some prep to do. So let's go ahead and roll the next one. We have Robin. Robin, if you're still here. I forgot to roll. Change deck? Yeah, I can change decks. What do we want to see? Do we want to see? I have Zabu. I have the big Lockjaw deck. I have the Sarah Surfer that I use from time to time. Death Wave, but that I don't think I had it built too well. Robin, are you here? Oh, been here for 2 hours. My luck is great. Jacqueline, yeah, you've been really active here too, and hopefully we're able to roll you before we end the stream. If not, I will do more of these. I will do some matches off stream in Discord so that we can match up with everyone. Something with leader. Let's go ahead and roll the next one, and I'll see if we can make something happen. We have Tyler Davison. Tyler Davison, are you here? Are you around? Are you still interested in matching up? Let's see. Is ramp still viable? I know that Binks ran a Heimdall ramp deck. Tyler Davison, are you still here? I'll give you a couple more seconds before we roll over to the next one. Roll again. Roll again. Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I can't anymore. So sad to miss out. No worry, Tyler. If you jump in the Discord and shoot me a message, we can connect sometime and play one. I don't mind doing that. But I do appreciate you shooting over the chat. And so we're gonna go ahead and roll over to the next one. We have Turtle Assassin. Turtle Assassin, are you here? Okay, so this is the Heimdall ramp that Binks ran a little while back. Do you think your Lockjaw deck can hit infinite? I think so. I think you have to be patient with it, but I do think it definitely can. So I'm wondering if we slot leader into this as a way to Heimdall and then like Heimdall on 5 and then leader on 6. Turtle might be slow to respond. He's a turtle. Turtle Assassin, are you there? We'll give you just a few more seconds before we roll for the next one. IQ versus turtle all the time. Get him. So, should we drop something here? For me, the Giganto is kind of a tough sell because you have to play it to the left anyways, and you want to shift your cards with Heimdall. I think we're gonna take out Heimdall, or I think we're gonna take out Giganto. We'll try Binks's deck with leader instead. We'll try the new leader. See if we can sneak any wins. Turtle Assassin. All right, going once, twice. Let's roll for the next one. So Obi-Wan, you are the next contestant on Beat TLSG if you can. So are you still here? Are you still around? If so, shoot us a message real quick. Oh man, Dad, I used to have one. Obi-Wan, you are the chosen one. You can use the Force. You can use the Force to destroy us. You can choose whether. Sure, I'll make one. Obi-Wan, no, you're perfectly fine. Let me update my deck, and we're good to go whenever you are, Obi-Wan. Oh, sorry, I wasn't even over in the mode. Wait, Momo, what pun did I use? Sometimes puns just happen and I don't mean them to. What pun did I say? Sadly, my luck only works on TLSG. Whoa, what does leader? Oh, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't switch decks. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Obi-Wan, may the force be with you. I apologize. I didn't switch decks. I meant to switch over into the leader ramp. TLSG throwing games, making the community happy. I haven't thrown any that I know of anyways. Is Atuma better than Mary? I think Atuma, if you're not running armor, I don't really care for Atuma, especially with, oh, I need to lock in my, especially with Magneto being able to pull it around the board. If you don't have armor, it's easy for the opponent to misdirect and destroy it. And so for me, I like Mary a little bit better. Even if we use her and she reduces the power of our cards, it's okay. What happened to leader? I forgot to switch decks, happy dude. I meant to switch over to the Heimdall ramp, but I didn't. I made the deck, I switched the code, or I switched the elements, but I didn't actually switch it in game. Yeah, and Sauron doesn't work with the Tuma, so it can't remove that ability. You would have to rely on 0 or armor, which makes it a lot tougher. Or it typically makes it a lot tougher to use. 6 foot mouse, can someone please beat me? Yeah, 6 foot. If you share your code, I think there's some chat matches going on. Yeah, it's because Atuma is not ongoing. It's just an ability, so it's not even on reveal, so you can't even block it with like a Cosmo. For me, Atuma is just really restrictive and hard to use overall. We're gonna go ahead and double down on our Red Skull. Dante, I could never play with all the distraction of streaming, but really love seeing all the games play to the end. Yeah, so do I. Like all of these being able to play all the way throughout have been phenomenal. I think that's going to be one of the best things about friendly mode, is just seeing how a deck works all the way through, rather than just seeing a lot of retreats. What's a good negative deck? Just a standard negative is pretty like all in. So it's either like you hit it and you do great, or you miss. And so I don't know. She-Hulk, then 0 Red Skull Arrow? I guess we could have. But this being the final turn, we did snag initiative. I don't think that's going to be enough, though. I mean, we can force the tie in the left. We win this one by 19. As long as they don't have more than 26, then we should be okay. I think we're going to go with this. Negative Bass Surfer is really good, but it's just it's a lot harder to get, so I don't know if you're free to play or not. Okay, that works. That works. Obi-Wan.
Victory.
Very good game. Very good game, Obi-Wan. We will now truly switch our deck. We meant to before. We'll run a leader for a couple. What do you think will be the best substitute for leader in the Leech leader? I don't know. Obi-Wan, that was a very good match. I don't know. He gave you the win because you don't know what 7 + 3 is? That's true. That's true, I don't. And I forgot to roll the next one again. We'll go ahead and roll the next winner, Nicholas. It looks like you are the next winner. Are you still here, still around? We'll give you a little bit. If you're here, if you'll just shoot a message in chat. I mean, 3 + 7, that's some pretty big math. I do struggle with the math sometimes. I don't know if there's going to be a great leader substitute. I think we're going to have to look at like refiguring out how like a leech leader or ramp style deck is going to work. And so, Nicholas, we're gonna re-roll in just a couple of seconds. We'll give you just a little bit more. I mean, it's 3 + 7. Use all your fingers if you didn't lose one. Benjamin Knight, are you still here? Dry, what's up? Awesome to see both the game and the community growing. I'm so excited for the game to continue to grow and just improve. It's come a long way since it was in beta, and I can't wait to see like where it continues to go. Benjamin Knight, are you still here, still around? We may have to re-roll again. We'll give you a couple more seconds. If you're here, just shoot us a message real fast just to let us know you're still here and interested. He's not in the live? All right, we'll go ahead and re-roll. Wodar, you're still here, right? I think I saw you just recently. And then Jacqueline, I hope that we roll you here in just a second. I know that you've been very, very patient. And then Ray, off to bed. I hope you have a fantastic night. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the match. It was definitely very fun. And so Wodar, whenever you are ready, I'm ready. And definitely good luck. All right, you're gonna be the first one to try out our new deck, and I forgot to update. We lost the last one, so we need to update our. We're now even. We've went on a loss streak, and then now we're experimenting with something new. That's not me. We might as well snap. Is the battle mode live? Is the battle mode live on hand too? And then Trent, thank you so much for joining us as a channel member. Is the score up to date? Yeah. I just updated it. TLJ, I'm not sure I understand the question. The battle mode is live for all platforms. Am I 7-6? For mobile? For smartphone? Yeah, it is. It should be for both Apple and Android. You just may have to manually update it. So like go into the Play Store and update it. So Sakar pulls into their Absorbing Man, into our Daredevil, or into our Devil Dino, which is really good for us. We do have the Doc Ock to pull their cards. I think we go ahead and Electro Ramp here. And while we're playing this one out, we're gonna go ahead and roll the next one. And then did the card downgrade happen? It did. It did happen. I'll take your word for it. The 7-6. So the cards are going to move over to the right. I think we're going to Doc Ock in the right-handed lane to pull their extra cards, make sure that they're completely capped out. And then actually I re-rolled Jonas. Jonas, are you here? You're the next winner of the fight against TLSG raffle. So they cap out our Sakar lane. We do have the win over there because we pull into a rock, so it's decent. We do draw into the Heimdall. We don't draw into Leader though. Jonas, you're here. Perfect. So if you're in a match, if you finish up and get ready to queue up, then we'll match up against you here in just a second. I don't know if we even worry about a Heimdall shift here. Heimdall plus Magneto is winning. So Heimdall to the left, and then Heimdall to mid, and then Magneto left. Is that what? Heimdall may be too big brain for me. Jonas, 1 second. This turn took us a second too long. This deck may be too big brain for us. Oh, Magneto to the right. Okay, that makes sense. No, it would lose because of the Goblin. I guess if we had Heimdall to the left, we could have won the Sakar lane to the right. You're right. Well, it is all up to what we can pull over now. Oh, actually, no, you're right. You're right again. The Titanium will bounce over. Toby, I think you should be the one streaming, because you're absolutely right. Titania is over to the right, and so we'll go ahead and play it. It'll bounce to our side, and that should give us the win. At the moment, what's the best meta deck? For me, I think the Shuri ramp, just where it just has some insane power potential, is one of the better ones right now. And so with that one, I've been able to maintain and win over like Zabu decks or Silver Surfer decks because you can just raw outpower them. Wodar, very, very good game. And then Jonas, let's see if your code is still available. If not, if you'll make a new one. We were 8 and 6. We won the Heimdall. I mean, we have to trust in the Heimdall. Binks may have been onto something. Did I? Okay, yeah, I retreated. $17108. Perfect. And so we are going against Solid Snake himself. Wodar, I assume you're probably back in by now. Very good game. Just the junk deck could have hurt us quite a bit. Luckily we were able to squeeze it out, but it could have hurt us. And so while we're playing this one, let's go ahead and roll. We'll do my meeting's in 7 minutes. We'll do one more. Oh no, I'm never gonna end streams. I'm gonna get fired from work. We're gonna go ahead and do wave. We'll do one more roll. Hydrix, are you still here? I know that you were here for a while, so let's see if you're still in chat. Just call in. I'm snapped. Want to end it with me? I do and I don't, Q. Hanson, and Q. The reason that I say that, not for any other reason than what were we thinking with the wave here? I don't even know what my plan of action is. The reason I said maybe not, Q, is that I know that a lot of people have been trying to match up, and I don't want to slight anybody. So they did play Sarah. They probably have Silver Surfer. They're going to be able to push at least 3 more into the Savage Land. So maybe we do something like Taskmaster into Grand Central. And then we could do Doctor Doom to spread to the left and right. Or we could always do Leader. Miniaturized Lab is actually kind of cool with the with Leader now. Lewis, awesome that you're playing viewers. Yeah, I've been really wanting to. Oh, and Hendrix, actually. Hendrix never responded. I've really wanted to play against viewers for quite a while, and we haven't been able to because of the functionality, but I'm glad that it's finally here and we're finally able to. Battle mode getting people fired since 2023. Kind of asked in with Q. Okay, Q, we can do one. And then Jacqueline, Squid, both of you guys, if you'll connect with me on Discord, we can do one. We can do one off stream, just here shortly. Yeah, I think Leader is the play. Because 7 powers, nothing too shabby. We can do Leader. That should win us the Savage Land, even if they do Silver Surfer. Do you want to do a themed variants only match? Yeah, we can try. Hold on, I forgot that Leader's not going to copy in mid. Leader's not the play. Oh no. When do you stream? Typically from around 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for about maybe 2 hours or so. Leader losing cubes since 2023. Q, if you'll... So, Q, did we decide if we're going to do a variants only themed? I try to do every week. I used to try to do every weekday. Jonas, very good game. I forgot all about the Leader only copying in the right lane. But it was a very good game. I should have played Leader over to the right. No, that wouldn't have been great either. I don't know. Why would they buff Leader? Because they changed his own reveal. So now it only copies cards that are played to the right of where you play Leader. So he's a lot more restrictive. When did Leader get reworked? A couple hours ago. And I actually don't think Leech is all that bad, because it is really low tempo. It's just a feel bad card. It just feels bad to play against. Let's see. Let's delete one more. And then you said a themed variants? So like an art style type of thing, right? There's still no way to search for it. Is there? No. Only Pixels, Chibi. Which one would you rather do, Pixels or Chibi? I should be able to make both. I don't have enough for a Venomized theme. You're doing Chibi. So Q, I feel like you already had one built out. I don't know if I have enough for a Dan Hip either. I think Dan Hip would be really cool to do. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll start throwing in some... Q, you're gonna make me late for my meeting. We're just gonna throw the chibis in that we have, and then we'll go from there. And so that's a baby. That's not chibi. Q, we're gonna have an awful deck here. Anyone ready for Kang? I am. I don't know how good he's gonna be, but I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be really annoying to play against. So it's gonna be really fun to see the creative ways that people choose to use him. Do I not have enough chibi? I think I have more baby variants than chibi. My variants are looking pretty lackluster. I may need to go Pixel. Pixel's a lot of you. I definitely have enough Pixel. I don't think I have enough chibis. We're gonna go Pixel. I know that I have enough Pixel. We have too many pixels. Get Wadu? Oh, for the chibi? Q, you had to make it tough. It couldn't just be easy. Oh, we do have the Wadu pixel. I know we have plenty of pixel cards. I want to see if there's any way that we can maybe synergize them. I have Luke Cage. I don't think we get much out of Luke Cage, though. Yeah, I do got to get to my meeting. Yeah. And I still got to prep. Q, let's just do a normal match. We'll do a themed one. We'll do a themed one some other time. It's gonna take me too long to create a deck for it. What's the meeting code? I need to hear what you will possibly say. My dentist appointment ran long. So Q, if you'll throw us a code, we'll do our last match of the stream. And then Pilk, we'll do one for you as well, Pilk. You've been around for a long time. So we'll do one against you as well, Pilk. And then we'll jump over into our meeting. So we'll make these quick. We're gonna rapid fire play them. Loving the Heimdall. Like, are you Dana? Are you using the Heimdall? Or just like the idea of the Heimdall ramp? I think it's a pretty cool idea that could sneak away some cubes. Pokey. So your name didn't get brought up on the raffle. I'll do more of these though, and then I'll just connect with some people in the Discord as well, just so that we can do as many. I can do as many matches as possible. Maybe it's something that during my downtime I just make an at all post, and then we just match up against some different people. I think I can do Magneto. We can then do Arrow. We eventually do a Heimdall to shift our cards out. We're going to give up Mojo World. Unless they just keep it empty as well. Heimdall ramp is tricky. I already subbed him in for leader. Yeah. It can create some pretty cool play lines, I think. Ooh, so the null. Q coming in with a null. So if we pull the cards over with Arrow, whatever they play this turn, we might even get leader value here. Oh no, so they extend the game with their magic. They're gonna have a, and we wasted our Arrow. It would be cool because I think they're gonna probably have an Arnim Zola to try to hit null with. So that makes it a little bit more difficult. Doing a Heimdall shift caps out this left lane. Maybe we do a leader play. Then we can do Heimdall shift to move the two Raptors and push these cards over. I don't think he's going to play anything to the right, but we're just going to play it for the stat line. Jeremiah, are you becoming a full-time streamer after you get fired? If I get fired today from this, yeah, we'll absolutely become a full-time streamer. So the Shang-Chi tells me they are probably going to use an Arnim Zola to buff up their null, move it here and here. So it's going to be what, a 32 power play here. I don't think we can beat it. We are going to go with the Heimdall shift, but I think we lose. The Ondu to buff up null even further, and then the Arnim Zola. Oh, it is the Arnim Zola trouble. I should have expected nothing less from Q. What will you tomorrow TLSG starts streaming 12 hours a day. If we get fired, yeah, absolutely. Pilk, did you finish yours up? If we get fired, we may do a GoFundMe link. Oh yeah, that does. Q does bring it up to equal, so we'll do the tiebreaker with Pilk to see who the true winner today is. Good game, Q. I expected nothing less. How is leader can copy Shang-Chi? So leader copies things to the right now, and so they played it over to the right. if I get fired, that's the beginning of the subathon. Absolutely, that's when we start doing the Cerebro challenge, the 0 to 100 challenge, and just doing all kinds of the fun stuff. It would be fun. I don't know that I can take the risk, but yeah, if I get fired, then we're streaming as much as possible. TLSG's boss watch. This should be exciting. This should be interesting. Something challenge, Alfredo. Yeah, it'd be something challenge. Yeah, I did get a notification that it started lagging. Which yesterday, whenever it was time for me to end the stream, it started lagging too. So I think that's my sign. I think it's telling us. Hopefully it clears up for this last match. And then Jacqueline, if you connect with me on the Discord, we will. Ooh, Pilk running an Agatha deck. Is it an Agatha Zabu deck? Because I built one of those, trying to make something cool happen, and I just wasn't able to make it work. Oh, how's the new leader doing so far? Tough. J-Man, it has been tough. Henrique, I have to go. I had a meeting that started it started 12 minutes ago now. And so I will have to go soon. We can play Magneto mid. We have leader. Yeah, leader's been real tough. It's really tough to figure out what's gonna make leader work well. So the Jubilee pool in the Agatha deck. I assume it's probably like a Zabu deck, maybe? Your boss is slowing your connection. They might be. So we can do Arrow or Taskmaster here. I think we capitalize on the 12 power from... I think we capitalize on the 12 power from Magneto, and then we finish off with maybe an Arrow to the left. What does Leader do now? So Leader will copy all cards that your opponent played,
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
only on the right side. I mean, we could always Leader to the left, but we have initiative, so we're okay. I was worried about a Shang-Chi play. So they have the wave. They could do a Ghost Rider resummon. They could do any number of things. I think the Arrow is gonna clutch and save this game for us. But Leader only copies the cards that are to the right of wherever he was played. Ed Paul, I don't think you were called earlier. The Leader play would be fun. Oh, and actually, I think it could have won it for us, maybe. Because it would have copied over into the right lane. I was afraid of the Shang-Chi, though. And so, very good game, Pilk. So, to the right of his location. So, wherever he's played. So, if I play Leader here, he's only going to copy what was played in this lane. So, he's a lot tougher to use consistently. And so with that one, we are going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to jump over into my meeting, into work mode, and then I still have to figure out our video for tonight. And so thank you guys so much for coming and enjoying the battle mode with me. For anybody that I didn't get to match up against, definitely keep an eye on the Discord, and I'll do some additional streams like this in the future so that we can play against as many people as possible. But as always, I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. This has been TLSG. Later, guys.